Hello, and be so welcome to your fresh new class with me here on the Embodied Flow YouTube channel. I'm Helga and I'm really so happy that you are joining. When you are ready to start your session, just roll out your yoga mat and come and stand in the middle facing me. And plant your feet first, so really feel the heels, the outside and inside of your feet, and then the 10 toes. It might feel nice to take the toes off the mat, spread them up in the air, and then place them down and sort of have a nice grip. And then just scanning your body from the ankles all the way up to the legs, hips, chest, and your face, top of the head, and arms. Just make sure that you're connecting nicely to all the parts of your body right now. And then from our standing position, finding a bit of calm, finding a bit of ease, and simply starting to breathe. Just letting that be your only focus, just visualizing your breath connecting to the oxygen running in and out. And as you inhale and exhale, you're welcome to take any movement with your arms or with your body that just feels really good. So as an example, I might want to lift my hands a bit up and then exhale, push them down. Inhale up, maybe looking up with the head, whatever you want to do. And then down. So just one breath, one movement. Might feel super nice to give yourself a big release, so maybe opening the chest very generously as you inhale, and then exhale, giving yourself a hug or just touching the body. Two more of those breaths in your own time, inhaling and exhaling fully. And one last time together. Beautiful. So facing the front of your mat, walk yourself right to the edge. Fix the horizon, standing nice and tall. And then lifting hands up to sky, still looking out at the horizon, taking a full nice breath. And then exhale, fall down towards the earth. Bend the knees. Inhale, legs are straight, palms on the shins. Exhale, find a plank position. Nice and strong, connected to your body and the earth. Breathe normally here. Pushing the floor away. Maybe it feels good to rock back and forth a little bit here on the mat. Place your knees down, untuck your toes, and microbend the elbows and slowly come all the way down with the chest, down onto the mat. Forearms on the mat, squeezing glutes, looking right ahead. Nice little back bend. So that's just my dog barking if you hear her. Now hands closer to your chest. Push yourself up to down dog. So tucking the toes, pushing the hips all the way up to sky. Space between the feet. And we come and bend the knees here and then straighten the legs. Do this a few times, bending knees down to earth and then straighten the legs. However, you don't need to have your legs super straight if that doesn't feel good. You can still have a gentle bend in the knees. So strong arms here, really pushing the floor away and looking between the knees, soft neck. Let your head be heavy. Now stop the movements with the legs, look between your hands and gently walk yourself towards the front of the mat again and rise up and standing. Let's go. We do this one more time. Looking at the horizon, lifting arms up to sky. Inhale. Exhale, fold down. Bend the knees, fingertips on the mat. Inhale, straight legs, palms on the shins. Exhale, step into plank again. Holding the plank, connecting to your strength, supporting yourself here. Knees on the mat, untucking toes all the way down with the chest onto the ground. Forearms on the mat, looking right ahead, squeezing the glutes. Sticking your tongue out on the exhale, so inhaling normally through the nose and then exhaling tongue out. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, tongue out. Find your down dog, so hands closer to the chest. And lift your hips all the way up to sky. Here, walk your dog, so bending one knee and then the other. So alternating between one leg and then the other and just really feeling into the juice, into your body coming alive. Now walking your feet closer together, looking between your hands and place your right foot towards the front here and rise up in high lunge. So in the meantime, my cat Lily has joined us. So high lunge, front feet, nice, straight at the horizon. Same with the back feet. And then heel at the back is lifted off, bending the front knee, very nice, nice and low. And then arms come up to sky. Breathing here. Nice, strong legs. Really anchoring yourself into your own body, into your own presence. Switching to warrior two. So this time my back heel comes a little bit in towards me, toes are out, and I look towards the left side. Arms in front and at the back in a nice line. And the front knee is still bent. Very nice. Now place your right forearm on your right thigh. Look up to sky. Left hand, left arm all the way extended. Up here looking at the thumb. Beautiful. Now gently come back to your standing position at the front of the mat. And we'll do the same on the other side. So placing your right foot at the back for high lunge, left foot at the front, back heel is lifted off the mat. So nice foundation here, strong base with the feet. And then lifting the arms all the way up to sky. Shoulders away from the ears, nice relaxed neck. And slowly start to look towards the right side of the room and your back heel comes in, toes slightly out for warrior two. Really feeling your hips opening down towards the energy of the earth. As a woman, I think that's very nice. And then left forearm on the thigh here, looking up at your right thumb. Right arm is extended up to sky. And slowly bringing yourself back to the front of the mat, standing position, and we continue our flow. Inhale, arms up to sky. Exhale, fold down towards the earth, knees are bent. Inhale, half lift to the hands on the shins, legs are straight. And this time, only the left foot goes at the back for low lunge. So the back knee is on the ground, toes are untucked, and my hips are definitely sliding forward. So I feel the stretch here nicely on the left thigh and hip flexors. Option one is to have the hands here on the front thigh, to just really focus a bit more on the legs if you feel that that stretch is really yummy. Option two would be to take the arms up to sky here in a little pistol, so interlacing the fingers and then index fingers touching and looking up ever so slightly for a little back bend, but that will challenge your balance. So just seeing which pose you wanna take, which version with the hands. Beautiful. Now finding your plank again. So right leg towards the back. Hands planted on the earth. Holding that plank. Now bring your right knee to the right forearm and back. Left knee to left forearm and back. Beautiful. Now place your knees down and let your left foot be at the front. Right one at the back for low lunge here on this side. So hips sliding nicely forward. Feeling that beautiful stretch here, the opening on the right hip flexor and the right front of thigh. Hands either on the front thigh or up to sky in a pistol. Connecting to your own center here. And just observing the breath flowing through you. Beautiful. Now slowly get out of the pose. And come and find a child's pose. So knees out wide, big toes touching. And then the forearms can be extended in front of you. Forehead on the mat. Or the hands can come under the forehead as a pillow. So giving yourself this release in child's pose. Letting the head melt into the ground. Letting the hips be heavy and stretched. With your whole body sort of putting its weight on the hips. This might feel quite comforting and nice and grounding. So staying here for 3 breaths together, inhaling gently through the nostrils and out through mouth. Beautiful. And when you're ready, slowly lift your head and push the floor away with your hands. And find your downward facing dog again. So perhaps come first into a tabletop. Hands are planted on the yoga mat, space between the fingers. And then come and lift the hips all the way up to sky, separating the feet. Legs straight or small bend in the knees. So in down dog, the chest is close to the thighs, right? So I'm sort of pushing with my arms, my chest to touch the knees. That's like the direction that we kind of want. And now walking your feet closer to one another and then lifting the right leg up to sky for a nice big opening here, straight line. Place your foot down and lift your left leg up to sky. And place the foot down. Gently walk yourself back up to a standing position. For a few balancing poses. So from the middle of your mat, start to anchor deep into your right foot. So let the sole of the foot really plant itself in the mat. And then lifting and kicking the left leg above the floor here at the back. So nice long line with the left leg at the back. Looking down at the mat. This is warrior 3 or flying warrior. Hands can be here at the back or in front of you. See which one you naturally want to do. And then transitioning into our next pose. So still standing on your right leg, coming with the left hand, trying to grab the left heel or ankle for dancer pose. So dancer pose, standing on my right leg, holding my left foot with my left hand, front arm here, reaching the horizon, and my torso is leaning slightly down. And place your foot back down, shake your legs a little. And then plant your left foot strongly into the mat here. As you kick your right leg back for warrior 3, flying warrior, looking down at the mat. Contracting the right glute nicely for support. Option with the hands to take them at the front if you want. And then coming into dancer pose, so slowly finding the balance here of grabbing the right foot with the right hand. And then looking at the horizon here. Left hand reaching out. Torso leaning slightly down. And gently place your foot down. Come and face me in a seated position in the middle of the mat. So what shall we do next, Lily? She seems pretty relaxed, so I think we're going to follow her lead. So anchoring your sitting bones here into the earth, opening your heart space. And taking a gentle neck roll. So in whatever way feels good to you, rolling your neck in a whole circle and back, or a half circle. Breathing as you do this. Letting your neck really be heavy and your head just fall down and across your shoulders. And eventually coming back to center, looking at each other for a side bend. So one hand on the floor, other arm all the way up to sky, really reaching far up, and then down towards the earth here, opening the side of the body that is being stretched. And same on the other side, switching the arms. Beautiful. Now for a side twist, start to elongate yourself here from the sitting bones and all the way up here, the upper body. Nice straight back. And then we start to rotate from the belly here, from the abdominals, looking out at the right side. And the left hand can come on the right knee. Right hand can be just behind you by your lower back, by your butt, basically. And holding that shape for a breath or two. And then doing on the other side the same twist, elongating yourself, and then looking over to the left. Moving from your core, right hand on left knee, and left hand behind you. And gently bring yourself back to the center for our final pose of today's session. A wide-legged forward fold, seated here. So take your legs out wide. Nothing too extreme, just how they naturally land, and then maybe just a little bit more. So you feel it already a little bit here in the inner thighs and the hips. And then taking your arms up to sky, just looking at the horizon, elongating yourself. You can take the hands into a little pistol, perhaps that might feel nice. And then leading with the pistol and the heart space, reaching far out and deep down towards the earth. And then letting the hands land where they want, on the feet or on the legs. Holding that forward fold for a moment. Relaxing the back. Relaxing the jaw and the mouth and the cheeks. Maybe it feels nice to open your mouth and close. On your next inhale, let yourself come back up, facing me. And you can find whatever seated position that feels nice to you. Cross-legged, or maybe in butterfly with the soles together. And I'm going to draw a little card here from the Wisdom of the Elders Oracle deck that I have, to see what message the divine realm has for us today. So picking this card here, still have my eyes closed. I'm just gonna let it be revealed to me. Oh my gosh, and I got to the wolf. So the message that I'm picking up on here is that all of us women definitely have to connect more to our wild woman, to the wolf, to our natural instincts as women, and to not be afraid of just doing what our intuition, our inner voice is telling us. So even if that means we might not please someone else, who might come across as rude or not pleasant or just anything. So letting yourself in your daily life connect more to your wild side, your sort of instincts and primal intuitive sides that actually is very wise and knows how to lead you a lot of the time if it's not suppressed. So leaving you with that today, and hope you had a nice practice, that you feel good in your body, rejuvenated. I definitely feel quite good and all sort of oiled up. So yeah, I hope you feel the same in your body. And thank you for being here. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.